So here's my other VTuber child. I told you I have 3 on the way. Now, it doesn't look like much, but I assure you, the parts on this thing is insane. Like, look at the parts. It's like scary stuff, you know? There's a lot of parts right here, so like, you'd think that because the character is chibi, oh cute, ooh woo, it's not. It wasn't easy, but I got to do it. Look at this. Check this out. You see that? Look at the little idle breathing whatever. Although I haven't done like the chest or the face breathing thingy yet, but we'll do that in a bit. Easy peasy. But I've already done the head angles, and there's like a bit of a jiggle right there. And then whoops, there goes the lag. And then the crown, it does the thing. Look at the crown. Are you looking at the crown? Cursed pig? No. An adorable pig is what this is. Supposedly, the name of this mascot, I believe, is Dinuguan, which is literally a pig's blood dish from the Philippines, and I love it. Because, you know, the character has vampire fangs and vampire wings and a tail, but they're supposed to be an imp pig, you know? But their name is Dinuguan, and I think it's super cute that the client named the it's supposedly their VTuber's mascot, but they wanted to start their VTubing career with a model of their mascot first. And we also have the head Z angles, which is a simple like rotation deformer. And I'm really proud of how the crown turned out, because it really does like that thing with the thing. It's linked to physics, so whenever the character turns, there's like a little bounce to the crown, you know, and up and down, you know. And then there's also eye open, and also the other eye, and then like a smile eye kind of thing. And I'm really proud of the tail. Let's zoom in on that tail right there. Look at it. Look at that tail. I had to draw it in like 4 separate parts so that the tail can twist, like the tip of the tail can twist in on itself without like affecting the inner curl that's over here at the back, you know? So it had to be separated into 4 illustrations, and then I used the glue feature of Live2D, whatever. There they are. Look at the little thing. Anyway, so what we're gonna do today, for this one at least, hopefully we can finish it all in the first hour, or first hour in the 30 minutes. Since the character doesn't have like any visible chest pieces, like it's just one solid shape for the arms and the main body, we're gonna be moving the nose instead, as well as the entire head. So that's what's gonna happen for the breathing, to simulate that kind of breathing. So we have HZ head, PY head. So from PY head, that's where we're gonna get the that's where we're gonna make the warp deformer for the breathing. So BR head for breathing head. And then breath. And then we'll also get the mouth. We'll get it from MO mouth. We're not gonna touch the head XY mouth, because that's probably gonna mess things up. We just have to be mindful about like the hierarchy, whatever, of the deformers that we have right now. That's pretty much it. Let's see how it goes. Hell yeah. There you go. There's a bit of breathing right there. And let's just hope that while during testing, I'll be able, there's not gonna be any errors in the testing later. So now what we're gonna do now is we are going to work on some expressions. It's been a while since I made this model, like in compared to the length of time that I've been rigging this. So I do want to review what I got so far. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start doing the thing. It's mostly, how do you say? It's mostly like on and off kind of opacity kind of thing with the shrinking and growing kind of effect. But we are going to link the expressions onto the head angles. So let's see, the nose, where is this, the snout? 520. So we can probably change the draw order of the upper lid to 501. So it's on top of the gloom shadow, you know? And then for the gloom shadow, we're just gonna go ahead and actually let's set this back to 100 opacity. And then shorten it. And then from here, that's when we do the zero opacity. So that's how the toggle is gonna look, you know? And then we're just gonna go ahead and see where we can link this actually. PY head. Where's the head? HXY head. So let's see how it looks. Because if we can just drag and drop, excuse me, if we can just drag and drop the gloom shadow underneath the HY head deformer, then that'll be grand. You know, it'll save us time. Hell yeah. Whoops. Well, not quite. So, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna be creating another deformer. HXY gloom shadow. Okay. Okay, let's see. So we're gonna just be nudging all of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And actually, I do want to change the draw order of the eye. But let me just look for the eye parts. Where is it? Where is it? Def? Probably. Probably def. And then we'll just change it to 501. I believe this is all of the eye parts. Multiple keys, editing. Draw order. 501. 501. Hopefully that doesn't break anything. Let's just believe. We're just gonna believe, you know. Trust the process and all that stuff. So we're gonna set this at 501 probably. Did not work. Why didn't it work? Okay, 501. There you go. So if ever the client wants the toon eye to be crying, they can also do it, you know? Easy peasy. Okay. So we're just gonna arrange the opacity and stuff. Okay, this one? No, this one? Maybe. 50. I think mayhaps. What? Oh. So the base is still very bright, so we're gonna lower the opacity even more. As well as this one. Maybe at 30? How about you, Blah Basket? How's it going? I hope you've had an aight time. An okay time. Doing good, doing fine so far, you know? What we're doing right now is we're just gonna be editing the show tiers. So what we want is for the tiers to come out from this little corner right here. Okay, whoopsies. Oopsies, hold on. Alright. So we're just gonna... No, maybe... Yeah, maybe... We'll see how this goes. Yeah. And then we're just gonna move it here. And then it looks like the tier is growing. You know? So it looks like tears, you know? And we're gonna do the physics stuff in a bit. Relax. Physics. And we can actually just put it under everything else. PX tears. And PY tears. Normally I would be using about 2 physics X and physics Y parameters per, like, you know, per object. It should have been 4 parameters for just the tiers. But since the tiers are just like a little thing, I'm not gonna. So we're just gonna nudge all of this to over here. We're gonna Bob Ross it. Meaning we're not gonna go for perfection and accuracy. We're gonna go for over-exaggeration and, like, prettiness, happy little accidents and all that stuff, you know? I do want to keep this little section still connected to the ear somewhat, to the tear, to the eye somewhat. The tear connected to the eye. Damn it. And then also, we're over-exaggerating it, so it's more obvious that it's there, you know? Okay. I do also want to set the draw order of the angry as well as the shouting thingy to 502, so it's on top of everything else, I believe. So let's just test that out. Oh, it's still behind the snout though, but since the angry and the shout objects are far away from the face anyway, should be fine. Okay, so now that we have the physics, we're gonna go ahead and create the head XY deformer for the tears. Head XY, and we're gonna link that perhaps under the eye, but let's see how the eye looks first. Yeah, alright, so we're gonna go ahead and just drag and drop that in there and see how it looks. It's pretty decent. Pretty aight. Alright. So anyway, hello, welcome back. As I was saying, later on, once we've completed the setup for the expressions, of course I'm gonna be exporting this off stream because there's gonna be setup and all that stuff, trade secrets, and also secrets that I've yet to be comfortable enough to share to the world. I'm going to be showing off my other VTuber children, but in VTube Studio, so that'll be fun. You'll be able to see me impersonate my children, basically, is what's gonna happen. What is this? Oh. Alright, so IL. So we're just gonna do it under here. And there you go. Should be aight. No worries, Kuwa. Yeah. That's like a Polynesian variant of my name, I guess. But who am I to tell? I'm not Polynesian. I'm close, but not really. Alright, now that we've done the tears as well as the gloomy face, we can go ahead and hide all of this. So it kind of shrinks and grows, you know? And where's the guide? We're gonna hide the guide tier. And then there's the shout, the angry, toon eye. We'll do the toon eye last because that's gonna involve a bit more effort in rigging since it's another set of eyes. So what we're gonna do for the angry is we're just gonna shrink it down, set it to 0, and there you go. So it's like, grrr, you know? And then I'm gonna encase this into a rotation deformer actually. XY angry. And then we're gonna drag it down into... Hold on, let me just look for it. Eyebrow, horn, head. We're gonna drag it under the head parameter, deformer thingy. So regardless of how it's like positioned, it's not deforming, you know? But we are still going to reposition things. So we're just gonna reposition it like so. And like so. So there's a bit of movement right there. As well as an up and down. Oh, no? We're gonna do this the easier way. By creating another rotation deformer for the Y parameters. Just let me know if I'm not making any sense anymore. I apologize. I'm basically treating everyone in the chat as my duck, you know? I'm not either. More closely Texan, but not. That's alright. I have coffee. But yeah, as I mentioned, you in the chat are the duck in this stream. So what I'm basically doing is I'm telling everyone the step-by-step process that I've been doing. And if ever you pick up a thing or two with my ramblings, then that's great, you know? Okay. So that's how the shout will appear. It'll appear from the right side. There you go. And then again, we're going to encase it into a rotation deformer. XY. I love a good cup of coffee. Also, no worries about all the terms. I don't quite understand all the terminology, but I'm sure someone does. Heck yeah. Hopefully. I mean, in a way, I'm also practicing the terminologies. For just in case someone does approach me and be like, "Hey, Kuwa, can you teach me how to, you know, can you teach me how to rig or something?" I'm like, "Yeah, got you. No problemo." HXY shout. I think that's good. I think that's good. Yayos. And I do still have some stories to share. It's just that sometimes, you know, I just gotta focus. But then for today, since we're almost done with the rig anyway, I can probably tell a few more stories, you know? Kind of like the story that I went to Universal Studios with my parents last Saturday. Although I did mention that, but wait, hold on. I believe I also mentioned that I got dizzy from the rides because of all the sudden stops and the sudden drops, you know? Like, I can't do that anymore. Not to show my age, but it's just that my brain water is like, you know? It's not as fluid these days. Then again, I don't know if I'm using if I'm using like the general pieces of the brain correctly. But anyway, now that we've done the shout and the angry, we're gonna go ahead and rig the eye. And for the eye, I kind of want to do like a googly eye effect, but not too much, because I still want the person using the model to be able to control, you know, to be able to control the eye movement still. Although I don't know why I don't know why I separated the iris parts. Then, oh, okay, maybe I think I know why. Alright, so iris highlight. I'm just gonna go ahead and PXY iris highlight. Alright, there you go. That's probably why. We'll just look for the iris highlight physics. Here you go, the eye highlight. We'll just move that. So there's still like a sense of movement in the eye, even though it's the toon version. 1, 2, 3, but we'll keep it super simple. 1, 2, 3. We'll keep it super simple. And there you go. And then PXY iris. PX toon iris. And PY toon iris. And it'll be like, how will we do this? Let me think about it as I'm still tapping around the display tablet so I can reach a sort of conclusion with what I'm gonna do. I'd ask my stream budget is zip, but I really can't wrap my head around. I'd ask my stream zip, but I really can't wrap my head around Live2D. That's okay. I could recommend a bunch of like tutorials that you can start with, but that'll be up to you, of course. It'll be up to you, like, if you want to follow it or something, or if you'd rather just, if you're more of a reader kind of learner, you know? Now what we're doing right now is we're just working on the physics. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then the blinking. Oh yeah, we also have to do the blinking, huh? Alright. It'll be quite a challenge, especially since the lid is just one whole shape. So we're gonna see how we're gonna go about that. I do want to add some extended interpolation right there. Alright. And then the eye highlight. Alright. Alright, nice. And then we're gonna go ahead and create an IXY iris. PXY iris. Also, again, for those who have an interest in commissioning me for Live2D stuff, take your time. We have like a payment plan kind of thing. So don't you worry about a thing if you ain't got that swing. And we're just gonna go ahead and squish this so it's more cartoony. Toon eye. And since the space of the sclera isn't like perfectly circle in shape, we're just gonna go ahead and make some adjustments. I still don't know what to call the possible Discord group channel server. Dang it, I know Discord. It's not called a group, it's called a server. I was thinking like the Owl House, but then that's like Disney property. And the Parliament, but the word Parliament is even hard for me to remember. I don't know, we'll see. Kuwa Perch. There's Kuwa Merch. Heh. Nah. I mean, I had like a dry run for Kuwa Merch. Like I had this little acrylic printed keychains and all that stuff. But I only gave it to a few in real life friends because it was just like a test print, you know? but I'll never reprint it again because I'll be working on Kuwa V4. Okay, now that we have the toon eye thingy, we're just keeping it as goofy and scuffed as we can since it's like, it's just an eye. It's a toon eye, mind you. Hold on. So I want to create like an open-close kind of eye. Open toon sclera, I guess. So let's see if we can easily do this without having to like, or maybe we can, I'll see what I can do first before making comments, you know? Hey. That is so scuffed. Maybe I can, okay, let's do it again. I'm thinking about just using the upper lid. I mean, just adding like path deformations on the upper lid. Had to look up and make sure I spelt that properly. I'm always so jelly of the VTubers who can rig. Well, get this, and the VT. I can rig and illustrate my models. Haha, just kidding. I mean, it's true, but I'm kidding about the whole boasting thingy. I'm sorry. But yeah, I also made the illustration for everything you see on the screen right now. My overlays, my alerts. I don't know, I guess I'm just a gremlin for doing things by myself. I don't know. You know, like selfish in a way that you don't want to ask for help. Maybe that kind of gremlin. I don't know. But still, I did it. I got to make it. And all of the animations that I've done are made with Live2D. Some might argue that I could have just used After Effects, like the Adobe software. But it's been a few years since I last touched this software, so I don't really remember how the controls work. It just so happens that I already knew how to create how to use Live2D before I created the alerts. So here we are. Not really, you're a DIY and that's respectable. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Ooh. Anyway. So let's see if we can, like, close the eyelid using this method, like the deform path, whatever. Because it'll be my first time doing a sort of toon eye kind of thing. So let's see. So we're just gonna... Oh, hold on. I do wanna increase the width, whatever. Yes, I know my Live2D, my terminologies. Oh no, there goes the lag. Oh no. And it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So we're just gonna... Ooh, the eye smile could be fun, but I'll do the close eye first. The close eye, which would just be me squishing all of the parts into itself, you know? Like this, yeah. Perhaps maybe I need more, like, points. So we're just gonna do that. Okay, okay, got it. All good, all grand. And then we'll just attach the, like, the physics stuff in a bit. But I do want to... Where is it? Show to an eye. And then we'll just link... do it! We'll just link the show to an eye under HXYI. But first, I would like to copy paste all of this first. Yes, and then go to the left eye. And then paste it right there. Save! Yes, that's what I'm... Wait, no. There you go, I've saved. Thank you. Thank you for the save redeem, little ninja. So we're just gonna go ahead and Where's the guide though? What? Excuse me? Oh, it's oh. Well, alright then. So we're just gonna go ahead and match like the alignment, since we have a guideline at the middle of the canvas. We're just doing our best to match the alignment. Is that middle? It's middle enough. It's right. It's okay. And then for the EXY iris, like the X whatever. There you go. As well as the tune iris reflect. Okay. And then we're just gonna go ahead and drag and drop it to the bottom of the eyebrow items. And then we're gonna change the parameters, like where it's at, so that the eye can blink individually, you know? Okay, now that we have this, show tune eye L, and then show tune eye, as well as show tune eye L. There you go. And let's test out the... Oh yeah! Yeah! I just drag and drop the show tune eye group under the default eye whatever, the head XY whatever of the eye, and it matches up pretty nicely. There you go. Okay, now that we have those, we're just gonna go ahead and create a show def eye parameter. Show def eye. Is this L? L. L. Show tune eye. Show def eye. There you go. Show defy. Anyway, so we are just going to go ahead and put it under 0.04. Yeah, we can just, okay, there you go. And now when the tune eye blinks, there isn't like, hey, it looks cute. Look at it. Look at the little eye. It's sleepy baby eye. And then when the eyes open, it's like, oh, silly eyes, you know? Okay, physics time. I believe, yeah. What? Hold on. Let me think. I'm doing a think right here. It's gonna be a really hard think right now. So... show tune eye. Okay. And then... there should be a bit of like... yeah, there's a bit of shaking in the iris while the thing is doing the thing. Alright, so what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna copy... where is it? The eye highlight. I believe it was this one. Duplicate. And then PX... no. PX tune eye. Eyeball X. And then we're just gonna change it to tune iris. Eyeball X. Hehe. Now there's a bit of a jiggle right there in the eyebrow, in the iris. But we're gonna go ahead and increase that because we're silly. It's meant to be silly. So we're gonna like... hopefully. Sorry. Yeah, let's see this. Let's feel this out for now. Okay, now for the Y, eyeball Y. Precision to an iris, and then we're just gonna... So there's a bit of a like an uncertainty, like a shakiness to it, you know? Hold on. I see a flaw right there, so we're gonna fix that. Where is it? So I believe it was this... No, it was this one. And... this one. My apologies. Sometimes I just have a tendency to speak gibberish, you know? Oh. OMG. So we're just gonna go ahead and push that in. And then... Oh, can I? Hold on. Hold the phone. Can I actually just do this then? I'm gonna do that just in case. I'm gonna add another clipping ID. Oh, no, it didn't work. Okay, so that's the reason why I didn't add the sclera as another clipping ID for the iris color and iris highlight, because it's gonna read... It's gonna, like, the blue and the highlight part is just gonna bleed into the sclera parts. So that's why. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to deform the entire iris shape. Okay, there you go. Slowly but surely. Whoops. Slowly but surely. And which one is this? I want to get the highlight thingy and reflect that. Yeah, alright. Haha. Oh my goodness. So now that we have the entire rig for the body X, Y, Z, as well as the head X, Y, Z, we also have the toon eye. Oh, that's so silly. It's so silly, isn't it? Hey, so silly. Silly and cute, that's what it is. Eyeball? Yeah. As well as like the eye. Oh, I like that. And I did an accident wherein the shadow of the eyebrow is kind of like bleeding over the toon eye sclera thing, and I think that's super cute. And we have the mouth open, and there's a bit of a breathing with the head as well, which is great. What else? I'm just gonna check if I've set up all of the physics stuff. Like, I'm just dragging and dropping the parameters right now, and if it sticks, there you go. I haven't, if it stays where I dragged it, that means I haven't set up the physics yet. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and duplicate one of the physics settings that we have right now. We're gonna name it as tears. Probably not this one. Delete. Yes. Just add probably PX tears. Head input. Short. Add. And PX tears. Set the scale to probably like 15 to 30. I do wanna... Again, if ever you're an aspiring Live2D rigger, please do not ask me about the physics model settings, like the numbers and stuff. I don't know what that is either. Oh! I forgot to... Where's the other side of the tears? Is this tears L? HX tears L. I forgot to reflect the motion. There you go. Okay, that's much better. I'm actually excited to join your Discord and get to know your community well. I'm in too many Discords at this point, but I'm always happy to be a part of the community. Hell yeah. Yeah, but the thing with me is that I have to work on being a part of a Discord community. Because I too am a part of a lot of Discord servers. But the thing is, I'm never active. And it's something that I want to work on this year. Socializing better. Specifically, you know? Starting with Twitter interactions, at least. So once I've managed to keep interacting with Twitter folks consistently, only then will I create a Discord server, maybe. One at a time, you know? Kuwa being a mood, OMG. Yeah, I know. Too many servers, so little time. And too many like Twitter posts that I could be commenting on, but I don't because I'm either shy or have nothing like worthy to like worthwhile to read. Because if I only have comments that says something like, oh nice or cool, oh wow, cute or something, you know, I'd rather not, because they know that the content that they posted is cute and whatever, you know. I wanna thank you, Ruinous. I believe in you. Yeah, thank you. No worries. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. Don't stretch yourself out too thin, though. Yeah, it's also another thing that I need to make sure not to do, because I've stretched myself really thin at the end of last year. But at least it paid off, I guess, because I only have like less than 20 clients in my queue. Hopefully I get to finish all 3 of my VTuber children before February, you know? Yeah, look at the tears. We have to make it more jiggly. But how? Probably overall acceleration? Yeah. There you go. Okay, cool. We're done! I only see you make comments like that and I'm not sure if that's an issue or not. No, it's not an issue. It's just that me personally, I want my comments to be more meaningful, or, you know, I want to put more thought into the comments that I make. So it stands out better, you know? Something like that. Okay, now that we've done the rig, I'm just gonna go ahead, not now, but I will be exporting this later after the stream, so I can send the client like a test model run thing, and then put a big old watermark on it. But before we close the file, I do want to put the big old watermark on it already so I don't forget. Okay, that one, and then we'll just go ahead and put the thing in the texture, whatever, or else it's not gonna carry over into the thing for the VTube studio. I feel like your client is going to flip when they see this. It's super adorable. I hope so. I hope so. But for the sake of like character acting, I'm just gonna say I know so, because Kuwa is confident. Hi. So yeah, so those who stuck around, I did mention that I'm gonna be revealing my V4 design, but take note, it's not final yet. Not only am I an owl VTuber, but I'm supposed to be like an adventurer cook, mostly cook kind of thing, because I have a utility belt with a spice rack and like a bag and like spatulas and herbs just hanging out, you know. But I'm an owl cook, you know. I like to cook in real life. So I did mention back in Ori and the Blind Forest, I did mention offhandedly that during the lava section I said that red and brown is ugly. After the stream, Bihun was like, "You're red and brown," and I'm like, "Oh my god, you're right, I'm red and brown." Here she is so far. And I wanna talk about a little bit of it. So since you're here right now and I'm showing you V4 right here right now, you can proudly say that you're part of the 1% later on when I debut. But here's what we got so far. It's still not final. Especially the brown, because right now it's like purple brown, like purple orange brown kind of thing, because originally I wanted to use the original like oversaturated orange brown, and if you put them side by side, her like V4's color scheme is more mellowed out. Yeah, thank you. It looks absolutely amazing. Hell yeah. So yeah, you got the first look at V4 Kuwa. And also I actually literally changed everything in terms of color. Like even the shade of the skin, it's still as dark, but it's the undertone is different. And speaking of color, here for the 1%, hell yeah! This is actually Kuwa V4.0. Here you go. Not a lot of difference, but there is a big difference in terms of body type. I made her a short stack. But in this version, she looks, mature, tall, slender, skinny, typical anime, body type maybe, if not a little thick, quote-unquote thick, but not thick enough. So I had to redo everything, and here she is. Would let them talents sit on my shoulders. Hell yeah. Yeah, I wanted to actually, I'm still going to add some, because this is just a draft, like a quick color palette thingy, draft, overall shape. And then for the glitters on the talents, I actually want to do something like what I did for Kuwa V2. And I'm gonna show you Kuwa V2 right now. This is her, Kuwa V2. Hell yeah. And the feet on her though, hell yeah, look at those. I'm gonna add all of these ridges to here, but I'll do it later. Is there gonna be a V4 Bihun too? Yes, but a little story about Bihun. Bihun is actually V1 Bihun. Like what we see right now is V1 Bihun, and I felt bad because it feels like the Bihun that we have right now is like an afterthought kind of design. Because it's typically just an egg-shaped snow owl, right? So I think it was this one. Yeah, so this is Bihun V2, which is essentially Bihun V4, so everything is like matchy-matchy. But the pattern on the feathers is not yet final. Especially since it's only January, so it might change later on. So yeah, this is V4 Bihun. Same shape, but the feathers are more fluffed out, and the tail is much longer, like a cat's. And I was thinking that when Bihun sits on my head, it'll look like it'll look like this. Like the tail would be curled inwards a little bit. I'm actually thinking of changing the pattern a little bit, so it kind of contrasts with Kuwa's like curvy design. So probably something angular, I don't know, we'll see. And then we have the baybayin, like the old Filipino writing system. It reads Kuwa, which is basically what's on my logo right now. It's right there. I decided to hold the phone. I decided to remove the pocket. You'll see in a bit why. I decided to remove the pocket as well as the dangling stuff, and I wanted to keep it clean because I figured that, in a like a marketing standpoint or something, like if people wanted to draw fan art of me, humble brag or something, it might be difficult for them to replicate the apron and the dangling spice rack and the pouch or whatever. So I just I went for like this loose belt thing with the utility pouch. And then yes, We still have a bag right there. But this one should be more detailed. But I mean, it's still drafty. And then there's even like a little pin right there, which is basically the brooch that we have right now on my neck. But for V4, it's gonna be replaced by a brooch. But the pattern of the brooch would be similar to the pattern of the border of my overlay, the one that you see right now. And then I want the shape of like the arm fluff as well as the leg fluff to be similar in silhouette to the charm that I have right now. I don't know. You tempt me, considering my pencil art is better than pixel work. That's okay. Take your time, blah basket. And also, I want like, because in this key art, quote unquote, of V3, the tail is super visible. So I wanted to make that longer to make it more visible, because the model that I have right now, hold on, where is she? Where is she? There you go. It's not super obvious. Like the tail isn't super obvious, which, you know, it's kind of a bummer, because I'm proud of my tail feathers and I want to show it off, you know? And she has a little bit of a like a lore kind of thing right here on the leg. She has a, what do you call this? Like the thing that the birds, the thing that people put on the birds' feet so they don't escape. Yeah, lore stuff. But yeah, there's also like a writing there, which it's my name, and a gold chain right there of the bingle bangle necklace that she has on right now, that I have on right now. Pre-owned Kuwa, maybe, or like encaged Kuwa, maybe. And then I like the posing that the drawing ended up in, because she's like, hey, you know, look at my hands, you know, look at my talons, you know, kind of like that. And then the shape of the scarf is similar to the shape of the ear tufts that I have right now, you know. And different makeup. I mean, it's not super different. It's still like a smoky eye kind of thing, but instead of reds and yellows, it's now purple and magenta, you know? And I wanted to make the mole on my face a little bigger. So, because right now, even at this zoom out in V3, you can't see the mole anymore, right? But at least with this, you can still see the mole. So, yeah. And also, in regards to the color, like I mentioned, I wanted to make sure that it's print friendly, black and white, colorblind friendly or something. And then there's just a lot of overall round shapes to it, like the boobas. Yes, the first thing I point out, the belt would also be curved, and then the scarf thing, as well as the border on the brooch, as well as the, you know, all of that stuff. Floors are clean, mop water was nasty, hell yeah, bihun stare, yeah. I'm thinking of yeah, because the bihun that we have right now has like this, like, what's that eye shape in anime? Like the main character wherein the eye shape is just the number 1, kind of like Pokemon eyes, you know? Kind of like that. And like, yeah, show bihun, hold on. I do have PNG bihun right now. Ta-da! That's the bihun that we have right now. They're an egg shape. But in bihun V4, they're gonna be more like a Marilyn Monroe kinda, with the soft top, flared out bottom, flared out tail, you know? Is a bebe. Egghon, yes. It's the egg that you find in the bihon noodle soup, noodle like thingy. Anyway, so yeah, colors, right. As you can see, the colors are way different. Like, it's more mellowed out. It's not in your eyes kind of vibrant, you know? It's more toned out, I guess. It's more cool colors. That's because I'm using the sunset colors as an inspiration, and that's what we're going for. But of course, it's not accurate to the sunset because I changed up the brightness and the saturation to get to this kind of color scheme. And as you can see, let's focus on this one, all right? And as you can see, when we change the color scheme to gray, they don't look like, what do you call this? They don't look the same in terms of darkness. And that's a good thing because, I don't know, I think it's a character design kind of thing, like the tints and shades kind of thing. Like you have to have balance or something, because I've seen way too many character designs that have the same kind of lightness or darkness in the shade. Like for example, someone were to use this color, like a purplish kind of dark, as their line art, but then they would as like the base color for their coat or whatever, and then at the same time they're gonna use something like this dark brown kind of color for another part of the coat, which is like, if you zoom it out, it's not gonna be super obvious, you know? And I want to avoid this kind of thing. I wanna give the colors some variety, you know? Color palettes are very, very delicate things. You have to know how to properly set it up. And as you can see, from this color scheme, we arrived on something like this. See? You arrived on something like this. So what I did was I just played around with the hue and saturation. No, not with the hue, but the saturation and the lightness. And I arrived with this. But the skin color, I used the one that I have so far. Well then, I think it was this one. Nope, it was... Oh yeah, it was this one. And then as you can see, there's a bit of another pet peeve of mine. If I were to use both of these colors, because this one is the one that's right here right now is more warm and a bit desaturated, and this one is more yellow. The one that I'm using right now is more yellow and saturated, and it'll be so annoying if I were to use both of these for my skin color. Anyway, so yeah. And also another thing, the reason why I took out the pocket on the apron is because it looks like a little ding-ding. The chibi version looks like a little dingies. Look at it. Cannot unsee. So yeah. I was actually also playing around with the browns right here, as you can see. So the brown color isn't final yet. So we'll see. And also the girdle, like the... what do you call this? The corset. And I do have plans on making a turnaround character sheet. Like I'm going to revamp the character sheet commission that I have on my card. But I'll probably take it out for now, and then I'll just put it back in September once I have V4 revealed, you know? I was thinking of something like her bolero thingy being like a separate piece. And then the girdle would be also another separate piece. So I'm thinking of changing up the colors a little bit. But I'll have to see first. And then she'll have like a white ribbon, which is from her apron, and then her tail. And so on. And then this will be the side view with the bolero. And then the corset belt is actually like, you know those Renaissance like corset things where it's like super low, that the boobies are right here, you know? You know, those kind of thing? It may actually be a girdle or something, I don't know, something like that. And then the only thing I kept on the V3 design is actually the shirt. But not really. It's just the frills of the shirt. And also the apron a little bit. So yeah. Ain't that fun? Super fun and also exciting. I took out like this weird scarf thing. Because I know, like, oh, I'm a chef. So you gotta have, like, this scarf thingy that chefs have. But it kind of doesn't make sense now that I think about it. Because it's, like, encased. Like, it's, like, buttoned up on the jacket itself. So I wanted to give the jacket more thought. So I came up with this. And I have, like, the charm icon on the sides of the sleeve, and then while I'm turning to the side, you're gonna be able to see a bit more of the, what do you call this, of the icon. And also another little thing, I made my hair longer on one side and shorter on the other side. That's in reference to the asymmetry of the owl ears, although it's like the other way around, because owl ears is higher on the left side, on their right side, and lower on the left, and on their left side. I think it would be neat to have some sort of symbolism in my model that represents my artists and very good friends. Oh, that's good, Blah Basket, actually, yeah. Because if you noticed, in my VTuber children, except for the other one, except for the pig imp, Dinuguan, that we worked on earlier. But on the 2 VTuber children that we worked on this last week, there are actually references to me. She has like these this pattern on her frills. It's the same as the pattern on the edges of my overlay. See? Hehe. Little details. But just little ones, you know. Like the pattern on my overlay also has like these 2 little dots, and this one also has these 2 little dots. I'ma show you the little thing. See, he literally has a shirt tag right there. That's of my charm. Yeah. So I'm gonna show you how I export files for VTube Studio. Are you ready? So go to File, Export for Runtime, and export as Mach 3 file. I'm not sure about export physics settings though, because when I made the test samples, like the test files for the other VTuber children, the physics are still there. It's gonna take a while though, so we're gonna just be hanging around. How's everyone doing so far? Thank you so much for watching and for accompanying her in giving birth to me. to me and going into labor with creating the other VTuber children that she has in store.